So you want to know how to make your own blackout window shades for your vehicle? Okay, I'll show you how. It's not that difficult. Here we go. Step one, find you some cardboard that's bigger than your car windows. I prefer to find a refrigerator box or a stove box because the cardboard is a little bit thicker and that makes a decent material for these blinds. Once you have the cardboard, roll down the window in your car that you want to do, open the door, stick the cardboard behind it like that. Then all you're going to do is just apply a little bit of pressure on your door and trace the shape of your window out. Give yourself a little bit extra on the bottom because it's going to stick down in this little channel right here. That's what will kind of help it stick in the door. So once you do this, just push on the door, take magic marker or whatever you want to, and just trace out the shape all the way along the door. Just trace it out. When you get that traced out, you're going to cut that pattern out. I've already cut my first one right here. So we're going to do a test fit and see how it fits in the window. Your first one probably won't be just what you want. That's okay. Get enough cardboard where you can do 2 or 3 of these in case you make mistakes. Once you're done, roll your window up and do a test fit. That's what we're going to do next. All right, now that my window's rolled up, I'm going to take the first one I cut and do a test fit. All right, that does not look good at all, but that's okay. We're going to cover this with material, and the material will take up all these spaces where you can see through. I may cut out another one just to do it. And the front doesn't fit exactly either. I could tuck that in there like that, and that'll help it stay in the window. See, that's in there very good now. I probably will leave it like that actually. So yeah, I need to do a little bit better. Let me see. Okay, that fits good on the back. I just did not make the top tall enough, so I'm going to cut out another one. I'll be right back. Here's how I'm going to correct my problem. This is the first one I cut that wouldn't fit. Just got another piece of cardboard. I'm going to lay this down on the cardboard. And what I'm going to do is raise the bottom up by about that much. And what that's going to do when I cut it out, that's going to add the height to the top because I needed to make this taller. So give me just a minute. I'm going to cut this new one out. I'll be right back. Okay, the next one's cut out, and that fits in the window really well. There are some spots of light you see coming around through that window. You don't have to worry about those. We're going to cover this with material. The material will take up all of that slack. So that's perfect. Now me, myself, I would normally cut out 2 pieces of cardboard and glue them together before I put material on it. But this cardboard is made out of a refrigerator box, or from a refrigerator box. So it's thick, it's perfect like it is by itself. I won't need to do anything else to it. All right, let me pull this out and get started with material. Something I forgot to mention earlier, you may want to keep the first one you get that fits good as your pattern. That way you can cut one out for your other window for your passenger side, because they're the same thing as the driver's side, and keep it. And if you ever need to make more in the future, you have the pattern if you tear up the ones you're fixing to make. Although I don't see how you're going to do that because they're pretty durable. But I've drawn out a copy of my pattern, so now I'm going to cut the other one out and keep this one as my pattern for my 2004 Dodge Ram 1500. Be right back. All right, I got the new one cut out. That's a lot better of a fit. You actually want a little bit of a gap around it because you're going to cover it with material, and the material will take up all that room. Okay, now we're going to cover one in material. What you're going to need is a couple cans of this stuff right here. Gorilla Spray Adhesive Heavy Duty. I would get 2 cans per window that you're going to do. It takes a lot. That stuff's about $12 a can. But get you a couple cans, believe me, or you'll be running back to the store like I was. All right, next we apply material. All right, I've got my material laid out. This is a shade I just finished from my other car. That's what the material looks like. So I'm going to take my pattern that I want to use. I'm just going to lay it right here. And what I like to do is I take the Gorilla Spray Adhesive and I spray all around the outside, all the way around the outside. Then I move my pattern, take the Gorilla Glue spray and spray the entire area, the whole thing. Then you're also going to spray the cardboard. It works better if you spray both surfaces. Actually, I would be spraying this side. But once I'm done, I'll lay it down and then I just rub it in real good where it sticks. And then I'm going to spray the other side of this material, which there's not quite enough material, so I'll fold it over this way. But I'll spray over here also, and then just lay the material down, give it a good spray, and be sure to spray about an inch around the edge, because you're going to smash the material together there and let it dry, and then you're just going to cut along the line, and it stays on there and works perfectly. All right, let me get started. I have no way to prop the phone up where you can really see this. Let me see, hold on. Okay, this will work. So get your Gorilla Glue, give it a good shake. Now I'm just going to spray around the outside. That gives me a good idea of where I need to spray. So I'll move the pattern out of the way. And now I can tell where the glue is going to spray. I'm going to fill in all the rest of this. Take your time, put a good coat on it. You want this material to stick to the cardboard, so give it a good coating. All right, now I'm going to get my pattern, lay it down on there. Make sure I lay it in the right area. Okay. Just smashing the cardboard down, just as good as I can. Now I'm going to spray the other side of this board, or this cardboard, because you want both sides to be sprayed. And then I'll also spray the material. Be sure to take care of the edges. You really want the edges sprayed good. And you want it all sprayed good, but be particularly careful about your edges. And yes, you're going to get glue all over you. All over your hands anyways. You might want to wear gloves, but I found wearing rubber gloves to be worse than just getting it on my hands. All right, I got the cardboard coated pretty good, especially my edges. Now, I got to spray the material. Remove some stuff. All right. Probably going to just spray this material as I put it on here. Make it a little easier on me. Sorry if I'm shaking the table. All right, I'm going to move a little bit of this onto the cardboard up until this area. All right. Pull your material tight. You can reposition it for a little while this stuff's wet. Get it smoothed out. Take something and just give it a little bit of smoothing. Now let me peel back and put some more glue on the last area. That's not quite enough. Right there. All right, now take some more Gorilla Glue. Should be enough, I do believe. Yeah. All right, pull the material on over. Now let's shape it. Lay it down flat. And it doesn't have to be perfect. When you put these in the window, you can't even tell. I just try to get it as good as I can. Now when you're doing this next part, find something flat like this that you can scrape this off with, and go around the edges of your cardboard and just give it a, see how I'm pushing it down? I need to spray more glue in those areas, but down here, spray it down. And it gives it a good crease. It mates those two surfaces together. That's what you want. Because when you cut this material, you don't have to do anything, just trim it off. It'll already be dried. Let me give you a good look. See how that's got that crease all the way around? All the way up the side there. That's what you want to see. I got to finish the top real quick. Need to add a little bit more glue to it probably. Now we can spin it. Yeah, I definitely need to put more glue up here. So what I'm going to do, like that. And then once that's done, just let it sit until it dries. It don't take long. Give it 10, 15 minutes and you can trim it out. And once 10 or 15 minutes has gone by and that's dried, I'm gonna trim it out, stick it in the window and show you what it looks like. I'll be back. Okay, this one's dry. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out. It's dry enough. All right, I left a little flap of material all the way around the edge. You don't have to do anything with that. This is done. You're gonna put it in the window just like that. That extra material that you left on there is gonna cover up most of the gaps. Now I've got some area right here that is not seated together. So I'm gonna take some glue and I'm gonna glue that in there a little better. Yep, definitely not enough glue. Stand by. Smash that together. And we're gonna let that dry. Then I'll fit it in the window. Once this new part dries, I'm gonna do like I did in the last one. Just gonna smash this stuff down. That's all you need to do. Just smash that down just like that. It gives it that good little crease. Don't have much material right there, but it'll work. Good enough. All right, we're gonna let that dry, and I'll come back. Okay, this is dry enough to do a test fit. So let's see how well this fits in the truck. Pardon me while I try to do this and hold the phone at the same time. I'm just gonna set this right here. I don't even know if you can see. Hopefully you can. All right. Fits perfect in the window. I got a little bit of sunlight coming through right here. I'll add just a little bit more material right there. I mean, just a little strip. You don't need a whole lot, maybe a strip 4 inches wide. You're gonna fold it over and leave about 1 inch of it sticking off. Spray glue the rest of it on there and you're done. That's a good window blind. One tip to know about these things is I use some of Gorilla's black tape and put this on there like that. Just stick it on there. Goes on both sides that way. This you'll fold down like this so it's on the inside of your vehicle so you can pull the window shade out. They fit very tightly when you cut them the right way and they're hard to get out if you don't have that on there. So just add a piece of tape, no big deal. I'd put mine probably right here because this piece is the easiest to get out, the back side. You can figure out on yours where it needs to go. But that's all there is to it. Make one of those for the front and the back for myself. because I'm always sitting in the sun waiting on my wife to come out of the store or waiting on her to get off work. And the sun just bakes the back of my neck, side of my face. And I don't like it, so I block out all the sun using these. Very cool idea. I thoroughly enjoy having them. You will too. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click like on this video, maybe even share it. For those of you who do, I love you for that. It really helps the channel out. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye.